Sun Tzu was a Chinese general, military strategist, writer, and philosopher who lived in the Eastern Zhou period of ancient China. Sun Tzu is traditionally credited as the author of The Art of War, an influential work of military strategy that has affected both Western and East Asian philosophy and military thinking. So in today's video I will show you top 10 things and life advice insights from Sun Tzu. But before that, make sure to subscribe to us for more videos. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Lesson 1. Choose your battles. Sun Tzu says that armies should only engage when they have an obvious advantage. We have to choose our battles in real life, just like Sun Tzu. While a child might fantasize about being a professional athlete, firefighter or CEO, as they get older, it becomes clear that there are limitations to what you can do. We need to know what we are capable of achieving and where we can succeed in order to make the most of the resources and time we have. Sun Tzu advises military commanders to avoid spreading out their troops too thin, as this would lead to an army that is weaker. You won't be able to specialize in any area if your skills are spread across too many areas in your career. While having a wide range of skills will not guarantee you a job, you must diversify your knowledge in a smart manner. You have to pick your battles in business. This includes choosing between project proposals, prioritizing requests to renegotiate, and choosing when to challenge your counterpart. Lesson 2. Timing is essential. The quality and timing of a decision is similar to a falcon's well-timed leap, which allows it to strike and kill its victim. Sun Tzu says it is crucial to be very careful when choosing when to engage an enemy. Although having a strategy is important, it's only as effective as the plan for the situation. Good timing is essential. You don't have to rush, but you should not hesitate to act when it is time. Marketing, for instance, requires that you pay attention to the market and respond to it via social media such as Twitter. Sun Tzu understood that time is of the essence when it comes to warfare. It is also important in real life that decisions are made quickly. Startups in China's tech industry are known for their ability to execute quickly and have the flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances. This helps them stay afloat. China is a huge market that can support many startups. However, it is considered a market that is winner takes all, meaning that the startups that succeed will be the ones who dominate. Lesson 3. Know yourself, know the enemy. It is said you won't be defeated in 100 battles if your enemies and yourself know each other. If your enemies are not known but you know yourself, then you will lose one. If you don't know your enemies or yourself, you will be destroyed in every battle. The most important message in The Art of War is that information is important and an educated guess will be better than a gut instinct. Sun Tzu believed that generals should master the military calculations, which involves taking into consideration all factors that can affect the outcome of a battle. It is vital to understand the intentions of the enemy in order to exploit their weaknesses. Also, it is important to consider factors like the weather, troop morale, and the environment. The importance of in-depth research to ensure the survival and success for businesses is evident in recent trends in big data. Knowing something about your counterpart is a great way to improve communication. Lesson 4. Have a unique planning. All warfare is founded on deception. Although this quote from Sun Tzu's text may sound sinister, it is actually very important in the business world. It is well known that you must differentiate your business strategy to be successful. Sun intended the military calculus to be a skill set for generals. It was to allow one to have a unique perspective that makes it impossible for enemies to predict. Businesses that do the same amount of research as their competitors will likely lose profits as they are both focusing on the same markets. While it is important to prepare for anything in life, if you want to win you must do so in a more thorough or innovative manner than others. Lesson 5. Disguise your plans. When we are able to attack, it must appear that we are unable. When we use our forces, it must appear inactive. When we are close, the enemy must believe we're far away. If we're far away, he must believe we're near. Sun Tzu believes that it is not enough for a plan to be unique. A plan must also be disguised using deceit. If a general plans to attack his left flank, he could confuse his enemy by placing decoys on the right. This would make it appear that the attack is coming from the right. Ideally, an army should be constantly moving so that it does not appear static. In the business world, deception is also common. Even though they may not yet be in that stage, large corporate monopolies often try to make themselves appear smaller while small startups claim they are changing things by their unique innovation. If you want to quit your job to start your own company in the same sector, it is a good idea to make sure your coworkers believe that you are dependent on their jobs. Sun Tzu recommends that you tell your colleagues about your company's struggles until they are satisfied with your performance. Lesson 6. The best way to win is not to fight at all. To win 100 wars is not a sign of great skill. To subdue an enemy without fighting is. Sun Tzu suggested that diplomats and other diplomatic means are the best tactics to defeat an enemy, pointing out that war is very risky. Generals should attempt to seize cities without having to do so, perhaps by using psychological warfare to force the people to surrender. Sun Tzu believes that man can use more than one tool in any given situation. It is sometimes necessary to engage an enemy in a traditional manner. Real life is more about being resourceful than military conflict. It's not a zero-sum sport, so there could be multiple winners. Apple's Think Different campaign is a great example of how companies can succeed not through direct competition but through differentiation. In the same way, in your personal life, it is much easier to create your own career opportunities than following established career paths. You won't be competing with anyone if you have a skill or combination of skills that no one else has. Lesson 7. Change represents opportunity. In the midst of chaos there is always opportunity. Sun Tzu believes that change is the key factor in determining the outcome of a war. Sun Tzu is a realist and believes that war can take place in any form. He suggests that generals should always be prepared for the worst. He also pointed out that taking the right risks is the only way to be ahead. People who are calm and open-minded in times of uncertainty will be better able to seize opportunities that arise. It is common for people to miss opportunities in real life or business because they are too focused on protecting themselves against change. In any industry, change is inevitable. Being the driving force behind the change is the best way to prepare. Businesses must be aware of any new laws, regulations, disruptive technologies, social phenomena, or changes in their customers' budgets. These opportunities will help them to succeed. Lesson 8. Success breeds success. Opportunities multiply when they are seized. Sun Tzu observed that momentum was crucial to war. In business, the same principle applies. In a similar way, small acts can lead to bigger things in your career. If you volunteer to represent your company in a conference, you could make great connections that will lead to clients or even a job. Sometimes it takes just one chance to open the floodgates. Lesson 9. Prolonged warfare does not profit anyone. There are no instances of a nation benefiting from prolonged war. Sun Tzu recommends that you strike quickly and effectively to make conflict decisive. You don't want your resources to be spent on attacking a competitor in business. Instead, invest them in your own future. You don't want to put off solving your problems in your personal life. Instead, you should move quickly towards your goals. Lesson 10. He will win if he knows when to fight, and when not to fight. Sun Tzu's advice can be applied to personal struggles by helping us realize that self-improvement doesn't require willpower alone. It is beneficial to put yourself in a favorable environment that encourages success, rather than making it more difficult. If you're trying to lose weight, it won't help to eat out with your friends while on a diet. If you want to read a lot, noisy and distracting housemates will not make it easy. Sun Tzu advises that you follow the path of least resistance. You should choose the easiest habits to begin if you have many habits to develop. Those are the 10 things and life advice insights from Sun Tzu. Hope you enjoy the video. If so, make sure to subscribe to us for more videos. Also tap the bell icon so you can get notified with every new video. See you in the next video.